Good evening, guys. I have once again forgotten to put up my screen. Give me just a second to get that up. Also, it is evening, so I will be getting up 3, 4, 6, a dozen times to let the dog get in and out. It just depends on her. So, let me rearrange my butt. My camera's unadjusted again. Hold on. There we go. I did a bit of hunting earlier while trying to earn points for a new portal, and I got a new portal, and it's Verzian. So that'll be after I think I do a Leaf Green Nuzlocke. I think I'm just going to do a regular one. But I managed an Alpha Chikorita to evolve into a female Alpha Meganium. So I'm down to just the fossils and Alpha Furfrou in the regular overworld here. Oh, I was gonna look up Hisuian Avalugg. I'll do that in a minute. When I'm pressing A, I popped over here earlier to get a picture for the thumbnail, so I figured I might as well do a lap. If I'm not mistaken, the only shiny here I need other than like 3 Furfrou and Alpha Furfrou is Kangaskhan. Where am I going? Oh, lab. Okay. So I said yesterday I would do some fossil reviving, and I have 20 jaw fossils. That was going to be my first hunt before the DLC came out, and we got the fossil Pokemon in the DLC. He's on floor 2? Yes. Have I gotten Volcanion yet? Hold on, let me see if I've gotten Volcanion yet. Oh, I haven't. I should do that while I'm here. Those are the gaps in my thing, or legendary Pokemon. Look, he's shiny. We'll do that after I get my Alpha Tyrunt. If I can... There we go. I forgot to save. I was gonna save before I started this. That's fine. If it's just one, I'll save now. One fossil's not gonna make a huge difference. Alright. And while I jab A, I'm looking to see if Hisuian Agalug is only in special scans. Okay, so it does look like it's just a 5-star scans. That's fine. Ladybugs. Always ladybugs. Ding, ding, ding. You would think by now they would let us multi-revive Pokemon. Need one of those things, turbo button. for A. But I figured I would do Tyrunt and Aerodactyl first, because they'll be fast ones. They might take a little bit, but they're not going to take like 3 hours. Can't believe I haven't done the Volcanion yet. Of course, I haven't done several of them, so I guess that's not too surprising. I still have a quest around Lysander Cafe, and I can't figure out what it is because I know it's not Mewtwo. I don't think you can technically find fossils. You have to buy them. I'll give them points for this. This is faster than doing this in, Let's Go Pikachu. Ding, ding, ding. I have no idea how many fossils I've given you, dude. Do do do. But I did. I managed to somehow get very lucky in a hyperspace distortion earlier, and the first alpha Chikorita I came across, because it was Chikorita and Bayleaf, was actually a female. So we'll have to evolve that in a little bit and put it in its proper spot in the Pokédex. How many fossils do I have left? Those mean a treasure? No, they... Jesus. A lot of tiny mushrooms. Oh wow. This is very slow going. Okay, so it is by the level. I was having a dumb moment. But, Friday, if I'm able, I want to do my Leaf Green, start my Leaf Green Nuzlocke. I won't finish it, because Leaf Green's actually a pretty long game. But, after that, I will do the Virizion hunt. Can I change the text speed on this to fast? Feels like he's going slow. That's outfits. Oh, that is so much better. I love seeing other streamers and stuff getting excited for Pokemon Day. Everybody having special plans. I think it was hunting in Let's Go Pikachu last year when Pokemon Day rolled around. I think I had just finished my hunting in Legends Arceus and was working on getting Gen 1 finished. I'm still working on getting Gen 1 finished. Do do do. Might do a little bit of shiny hunting today as well. I went through my Pokemon earlier and marked down on my list what I have and evolved some of the ones that needed evolving. So I have about 44 or 45 Pokemon to get. Depending on if I want to save 1 or 2 hunts for like Sword and Shield. Because I think I'm going to save Galarian Stunfisk for Sword and Shield, and then 1 Galarian Farfetch'd for Sword and Shield. Hello, Avo! So I think that would cut me down to like 42-ish Pokemon. I'll say this, evolving a Galarian Farfetch'd in this game went a lot faster than me evolving a Galarian Farfetch'd in Shield after I finally got traded one. Why am I checking the summary? I can see it from this. No Alpha from this batch. Avo, are you excited for Pokemon Day? We are a little under 36 hours. Always exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the new games and possibly any other ROM releases and stuff. No. I got a shiny Tyrunt in a hyperspace distortion. I didn't want to save. I wanted to swap. I wanted to put my text speed back. I got one in a hyperspace distortion. And I only want to do 1 fossil, shiny fossil for a game, so I will be won't be hunting another Tyrunt in this. I'm actually hunting an alpha. But I will at a later point be hunting for an Aurora. But right now I'm reviving fossils to get a alpha Tyrunt, and then I'm gonna do fossils for an alpha Aerodactyl. Because it's easier than trying to get Aerodactyl to spawn in the hyperspace distortions. But I'm going to revive this Alpha Tyrunt, and then I'm going to go upstairs and get Volcanion because I haven't gotten him yet for some reason. And then I'm going to go buy like 25 Old Amber and do Aerodactyl, and then I'm back to hunting for a shiny Alpha Furfrou. Because it will be the only Alpha Pokemon I need left from the overworld. And then the rest of them are hyperspace ones, which I have to wait for the right, I guess wormhole is a proper word for that, right wormhole. Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to for Pokemon Day, other than like Gen 10? I'm really hoping they drop a new Pokemon movie. Well, a new Pokemon movie announcement. Because Pokemon movies are my guilty pleasure. I haven't seriously watched the anime in years, but I always watch the new Pokemon movies. Ooh, good luck. I always start saving, well, change, honestly. About the time Pokemon Day rolls around, I start saving change for that year's Pokemon game. Of course, this year, I'd have to buy a Switch 2 for this year's Pokemon game, so, me getting Gen 10 right away is looking very iffy. But no, I wish you speedy savings and try and get up money for ZA. It's a fun game. It's worth it. I do wish they would let me know how many fossils I have left when I do this. Oh, you're welcome. Trust me, I do understand how it goes sometimes. Hey, I still have jaw fossils. I really need to, keep track of how many of these I have. Also, I do wish you could turn off the little Pokemon obtained animation above your head. It comes in handy when you're getting Pokemon from hyperspace, but it gets a little tedious, especially when you're doing something like this. Do do do. It's so weird to think, though, that Pokopia releases next week. Next week is March. We'll be 8 or 9 months away from a new generation. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Provided nothing comes up, I should be streaming again tomorrow evening, yes. But have a good evening. And thank you for popping in even just for a few minutes. I apologize, that song from yesterday is still stuck in my head. I should be about finished with these, number-wise. I should be about out of fossils. Do I have many more? Apparently so. I love my little dinosaurs. Need a Pokemon game that lets you get a bunch of Pokemon fossils right away. That is the one bad thing about fossils in games, is they're usually like fairly mid to late game. I want to say you got the Gen 5 fossils fairly early, and Gen 8 you got them before the 4th gem? See, one was Cinnabar Island, which was batch 7. There were no fossils in Gen 2. Gen 3, well, you got them in Gen 3 in the desert. That was what? 1, 2, 3. 3 or 4-ish? Then Gen 5, I want to say you got those about halfway through the game. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Gen 6. Oh, Gen 6 you got them fairly early, actually. Yeah, because you got fossils in Gen 6. You could get those either before or like right after the second gem. That was a weird howl. Let's see, in Gen 7 they were fairly early, not super early, but fairly early. Gen 8, Gen 7 didn't have any fossils. Gen 7 was Alola. Gen 8 was the other one. You could get them kind of early. I'm still kind of sad we didn't get fossils in Gen 9. Like the biggest travesty. I mean, not that I'm not terribly fond of most of the past Paradox Pokemon. Heck yes, Legendary Beast dinosaurs. But I was so looking forward to see what fossil Pokemon they would give us in Gen 9. I'm very much hoping we get fossils in Gen 10 again. Proper fossils. Not that Arctozolts and the others aren't nice. They're going to be a pain in the butt to shiny hunt when it comes down to it, but that just happens. Kudos to the Pokemon team for making them unbreedable. Hopefully the A-button simulator won't last long. I say this like I have not spent a month in Let's Go Pikachu reviving fossils looking for shinies. And I've probably still got still probably got a few weeks of that left, honestly. Because I do still need to do my second Kabuto for Kabutops and my Aerodactyl. And I was like extremely close to odds, I think, in that hunt when I left off of it for Legend ZA. Do do do. Seriously, they should really let you, after a certain point, multi-revive fossils. Just for ease of doing it. I had to laugh at myself a little bit earlier. Because I was... Okay, just making... I did turn my... I had someone talking to me, so yes, my thing's frickin' ladybugs. Had one of those moments where my brain was going, oh god, my audio's not on, but was watching John Stone's stream earlier while playing some, and He was talking about doing a bingo card, and it's like, I know everybody kind of does their own bingo card. Because it's their own predictions. It's like, but I don't know if I could think of 25 things, 24 things in a free spot. Good lord. For a bingo card. I mean, I can sit here and make predictions. I just don't know if I'd be able to get them all coherent enough in my head to actually put them down in a 5x5 square. Because, I mean, Gen 10's a given, because it's an anniversary year. Oh, excuse me. And, of course, Fire Red and Leaf Green. The biggest surprise for those will be if they, give us the event items in the games. The possibility of a release later this year of Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Mystery Dungeon remake. Colosseum and XD? Gale of Darkness? The Shadow Lugia game, coming to Nintendo Online Plus. And I've heard about a couple people being like, I wonder if there'll be another ZA DLC. And it's like, no, probably not. More than likely not. I think all we're getting for this one is this. I would kind of love some sort of Gen 5 like representation. Just a little bit. Maybe not necessarily characters for like the mobile games, but I don't know. Because it feels like we skipped Gen 5. We went straight from Gen 4 to Gen 6, so Gen 5 didn't really get any love. And I would love some Gen 5 love. It is one of my favorite regions, lore-wise, actually. Yes, you're strong, my boy, because I should have to do this only about 2 more times, hopefully, before I get my alpha. Afterwards, I'm going to go sell the extra items, get the old ambers, and then we're going to do a day and a night of furfru hunting. And then after that, we'll come back and do another round of fossil reviving. Jesus. The screen couldn't go black for a few seconds. Oh, also, I gotta go upstairs and get Volcanion. Because apparently I haven't. Actually, I need to go through my side quests and see which ones I can do now. Oh! There he is. Oh, there she is. Tyrant doesn't need to evolve. I needed a Tyrant specifically. I already have a Tyrantrum. Alright, let me clear these guys out. You guys can laugh at me when I have to do this twice. Because I get so used to doing this moving Pokemon that, oh, there we go. Usually I pick them all up to like physically move them into another box. And once we get Aerodactyl, I'll evolve Chikorita and we'll put most of these guys where they belong. You two go down here because I gotta shift around space in my main game decks for the regionals to go beside their originals. Go get Volcanion real fast. Oh, Jesus. Something Team Player looked into back in the day. So I do love how the Volcanion battle takes place in just this blank space, because it is literally supposed to be a hacked Pokeball. Can't believe you just called me a lackey. I've got to sneeze before we do this. Ah. I don't think he's gonna be that much of a problem. Do we have a Volcanion expert? Oh. Hi, Yvonne. You found a very convenient top secret memo. Congratulations, you have read the Pokédex entry. It is a mythical, honey. You guys can't know that. For certain. I mean, it could have been a volcano. Oh, that's right. She does it in the lab's basement. Game Freak, you really couldn't have given us a texture for the basement. This basement is a punishment. This basement is the 4th level of hell. This is like Darkrai Dream running around stuff. Sycamore needs to show back up. I need to ask him what is wrong with his basement. Can't I not just... You can't exactly save scum this dude, it won't let you. Keep forgetting to give him power up punch or drain punch. No, there we go, thank you. this until he gets mad at me. Oh, we got him. Okay, nice. Lower health, chuck Pokeballs. Mabel, can we talk about the dark room that is your basement? It is creepy. My panda and my monkey did excellent. Thank you. But she wants to run. I love how in these games you get one trainer who has like 40 legendary Pokemon and no one seems to have a problem with that. You have put the fate of a region in this trainer's hands, who is literally wielding like the powers of gods. Need to give us a Pokemon game where that actually has consequences. Where are... I gotta remember where I have my legendaries here. This one? Yeah! This one. Alright, let's go get some old ambers. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of hunting. I'll break up the old ambers and the jaw fossils. Let's see. Store, store. Store. Do. Nope. I need... Good lord. You hath broken me. I have less money now than I did 5 seconds ago. But it was money better spent than, like, spending it on that $1 million cup of tea that I kind of thought was a joke when I did it. Oh, I don't need to go in Area 20 anymore. I am bound for 19. I do the rest of the day and then night of this because so many Furfrou spawn here, you get alphas even at night. Then we'll go do the Aerodactyl spawn revivals. Wanted to say spawns, but that's not the right word for it. See if maybe we can get lucky and finally get a shiny Kangaskhan. Because somehow it is the only shiny in that area I've not gotten. And I've gotten like Drampa, and I got Drampa fairly easily. I'm coming down here to check the monkeys. I still need a Pansear for a Simisear. So it makes kind of a nice circle. I'm super curious to see what new merchandise and stuff they do for the 30th as well. Because I've seen pictures of like some of the one of the play mats and stuff they have planned, and it's this really nice kind of black and I want to say golden, but not quite golden, like comic dot art. What are those called? Ben-Day dots? Of like the Nidoran and Gengar fight, I think, from the cutscene thing of the first game. And it's really nice, and it's like, ooh, you are definitely something that if I had the money, I would get. But I think they're gonna do a TCG set around that. But I'm hoping they just go all out and have all sorts of frickin' fun with this. I mean, they already did the 1025 like icon things for each Pokemon for the 30th anniversary, so. The Alpha Furfur here is such a weird spawn. Oh. Hi, Furfur. Okay, I do need to start earning some more points. So I figure I'll do a day and night of hunting here. I will go do my Alpha Aerodactyl hunting. Then I'll make a few new donuts, and we might do a little bit of shiny hunting as well. Just kind of keep it mixed up a little bit so it's not boring. Because me running in circles in this one area, I imagine is... Well, I don't know, people have been watching Johnstone shiny hunt, so it's probably not that boring, but it's also to kind of help keep my brain entertained a little bit. And plus I still have 44 shiny Pokemon I need to get. So wouldn't hurt to start looking for some of those. I am super amazed I have not found this shiny Alpha Furfrou yet, though, with how much time I've been hunting here. Because this is legit where I've gotten all of my shiny Furfrou from. Hi, Audino. Excuse me. And surprisingly enough, I found like 3 shiny Scolipeds in that area and like only 1 shiny Whirlpeed. If I can get a fire area with a Simisage. That is the wrong monkey. With a Pansear. I might go for it because it is one I need. Or maybe a Pinsir if we can get one of those, because I do need Pinsir as well. And it's a bit of a pain because it only spawns at night. Herf! Herf, herf! They would be such a pain in the butt to keep clean in real life. Though I imagine they're one of those animals that once you actually get them clean, they probably don't get super dirty very easily. I wouldn't know though, because I've never had a poodle. I did have a Shih Tzu, but I've never had a poodle, and I really kind of don't want one. Gonna look up a video later and figure out where exactly in the hyperspace distortion Vervisian is going to be. I want to say it's the one that's in the little triangle made by the buildings, but I could be wrong. Actually, I might be wrong. I probably am. I did a donut just long enough to pop in there and see what it was, because I knew it was a legendary. And I don't know if you can actually re-roll legendary Pokemon and then get them later. Nighttime. The worst craving for peanut butter M&Ms earlier, and then I didn't get them because they were a little bit more expensive than the dollar store. Like 25 cents more for a bag at Family Dollar than it was at the dollar store. I don't want that one. And yes, it is mostly because of the level. If I do a semi-seer, a pan-seer hunt, I want one in a area with lower level. That way the donut lasts longer. Yeah, there's my Frisian. Could one of you guys please, for the love of God, give me Indeedee? That is the one Pokemon I've encountered in one of these once. We'll go do the Panseer in a minute. When I said that a few minutes ago, I didn't expect to literally get it in the next batch of wormholes. I do want to do one more check though. But I'm down to like one donut, I think, and it's not even a particularly good. Actually, that's an okay donut. I just don't know how long it would last in it with a 2-star thing. Angry boy. I do the entire circle each time, for the most part. The funny thing is this little alleyway up here, I heard of this shiny sparkle from it a couple of weeks ago, I think. And I had a shiny Pidgey, or a shiny fletchling over here that flew away. And 2 shiny pet rats here. So if you're doing a lot of hunting in Zone 19 down there, come up here every once in a while and check. Surprisingly enough, I think I've only gotten 1 shiny on the roof though. Alright, where is my... This one? Yeah. And I need... no, this one. Because I want a better donut. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything super good. I just want a longer donut. Because I've decided I'm not doing shiny donuts and using them on proper typings. I will on occasion, if I get like a good one, just to see if I get the shiny, catch a shiny quest from it. And I'm not looking for an alpha in this one, so do I want to do some sour, see if I can't get a okay item boost. Probably not, but item power? Okay, candies isn't bad, I guess. Now I won't be resetting this. I'm only going to do this once. So whatever amount of time this gives me in the wormhole is what I will be staying in the wormhole with. Generally right... Yeah, I'm gonna run around the thing to get to the thing. I'm gonna run around Lumios to get to the distortion. Let's see, and I need to go behind. Yes. But generally about the only time I reset the hyperspace wormhole things is when I'm alpha hunting. And that's mostly for the ones that are uncommon. Oh, jeez. Okay. 41 minutes. I can't get a shiny in 41 minutes. I'm gonna hide under my desk. I didn't expect it to be that long. I should have used a couple of weaker, berries. Oh well. Not like you can't get them back. Oh look. An alpha right away. Floating Pokeballs. Catch alpha Pokemon. Okay, so I need to go catch that alpha Pansear. I didn't actually mean to do Blizzard. But you know what? If it works, it works. Not a good one for going back and forth location-wise. But lots of Pansear at the start of this, which is good. I think my dog wants in. Hold on. I will be back in just a moment. I heard you, baby. I'm coming. Pooch has been let in. I cannot guarantee she will not want out in 5 minutes because she's a dog. She does that. gonna take you a break? Honey, I haven't eaten anything since you were in here last, I promise. Once the cat decides to get off your food container, I will get you some more food. Finn, one of our cats, likes to lay on top of the big tote we have dog food in. And Stella ate not long ago, so she should be good. Hi, baby. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. You just wanting some loves? Are you okay with me scratching your side with my foot? When the thorns don't register. I'd have done it with Mugwort, but he doesn't fit. He tries to go around the other way, and that never works. Okay, that was Pokeballs. Tell him my feet are hot. I missed. Excuse me, I told you to go back in your Pokeball. Thank you. Well, given how many monkeys they have decided to give me, this hunt shouldn't be all too bad. That, of course, doesn't guarantee I'm gonna get my shiny, but not that way. Which means it's either this way or it's on the roof. It's probably on the roof. I love you. I'm not gonna sit here all evening scratching your side with my foot. I'm sorry. she wandered off. I've been abandoned. I'm so unloved and mistreated. Oh, I always forget about this one. Thank you, sir. And yes, my Aromatisse is a boy, so the sir is accurate. Alright. Gotta be up here then. And I've got enough time, I don't mind kind of just running around like an idiot for a little bit. You gonna lay down, baby? Take you a break. Ah, there it is. Charcadet! Did I get the one down here? I did not. I'll have to get that in a second. Excuse me. Alright, and I think I'm just gonna reset this front area here instead of just running around the entire map every time. Just going from here to over here and resetting. looking for an orange monkey. He is darker red when he evolves, which makes me very sad. I'm so sad that none of the evolved monkeys kept their coloring, because their colorings were fantastic. It's caught under my heel. You're okay, baby. You're good for a little bit. If you want to go back outside in 15-20 minutes, I'll let you back out. But we're not playing the In-N-Out game this evening. I know it's nice out, but we're not doing it. I'm talking to her and she's not even in here. I'm just like a child. I think I got all my alpha monkeys out of these as well. Cause I couldn't remember which area they naturally spawned. I know now it's like around the Looker Bureau, but when it came time to actually hunt them, I could not remember where they spawned for the life of me. So I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna do it in these. Angry monkey. You know, I kind of hope that if we get a little animated series this year, I would absolutely love it to be Ancha telling her mom about, telling Diantha about her adventures with Team MZ. Which means we get, like, a back and forth between pictures of what she's drawing, what happened, and then, like, animated scenes to what is actually happening. Went to the store with my sister earlier to get dinner. She left her money in the truck. Got to the register. She's patting down her pocket. She left her money in the truck. Went down the road a little ways to get something else from Family Dollar. She about left her truck running when we got out of it. She looked at me, she goes, maybe you need to drive on the way home. And it's like, no, I'm not street legal. Sorry. But we were cracking up over it. I thought it was hilarious. She laughed at me playing it with the wind chimes in the store. Of course, I'm always playing with the wind chimes in the store when they have them. I absolutely adore wind chimes. I would have so many more wind chimes if I had space to put them. I have like 6 or 7 just in my room. There is 3 on each window. Then I have one hanging from my wall over there, I think. 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I put that other one up, I think. Is what it was. I put it up. I don't remember where I put it though, but it's somewhere. But both me and my sister like love the bamboo wind chimes. They're definitely a must-have. I have a set that I had hanging outside for a long time until they got cracked and stuff from Just the wind and stuff kind of beating him against the thing. Because like every year I find some sort of new wind chime of some sort that I just impulse control goes, oh, you need this, and we're not taking no for an answer. Been having a heck of a time trying to find. They're either Sour Patch or Trolley jelly beans. Because my dad likes sour jelly beans. My dad likes sour candy in general, but usually one of the stores in town has them around with the Easter stuff. But this year so far they haven't. I'm hoping it's just one of those things they get a little bit closer to actual Easter. Otherwise I'm gonna have to look them up and order them. So the is it the Jungle Pattern Pavilion? The green one you can get in the wormholes. If you're having trouble getting an alpha one, you can catch an alpha spupa and bring it here and evolve it, and it will be the green pavilion. Same goes for with a shiny. I'm kind of really super sad they didn't give us more of the pavilion forms. And the wormholes have like each wormhole have a different one. You know, I'm not saying this so I could have like 8 more alpha Pokemon to hunt. So the only reason the and shiny is in parentheses in my title is because technically right now I'm focusing on alpha Pokemon. I say as I sit here and shiny hunt, but I am also shiny hunting an alpha, so. Watch, I'll get down to the last minute and a half, go up on the roof to go over to the building there, and that'll be where my shiny spawns. Which, if that's how that goes, that's fine. No skin off my teeth. Keep thinking this mailbox is a Pokemon when I first catch just the barest glimpse of it, just because the color is like so different. My brain's going, is that a Chikorita? And then it's like, wait, no, it's Patrick. Nope. No orange monkey here. Is there any specific animal you guys would like to see as a starter Pokemon? I would unironically love to get another crocodile slash alligator to complete the trio. So, excuse me. So a grass type alligator slash crocodile to complete that trio would be fantastic. Excuse me. Back of my throat's wanting to go gunky. I want to say Johnstone. Yeah, Johnstone earlier said he would like to see one of the starters be a elephant. Actually, I would finally like to see them do a fire type sheep. Because you see so many of the sheep and goats in fan-made Pokemon games to cover the astrology symbol. I would like to actually see them do that one. Or Game Freak, give me a cow. I was kind of sad when we didn't get the rumored Minotaur Tauros evolution for Gen 9. Guys, I think the inside of this building has just vanished. Also very sad we didn't get a regional Miltank to go with the regional Tauros. Because they could have made it a fighting grass type to finish out the trio. Or made it a grass fairy to kind of counter the trio to a small extent. Game, I don't know why, but for some reason tonight you're giving me World That Never Was vibes. You're not a big enough... Actually, no, some of the bigger areas are probably the same size as the World That Never Was, considering it's a linear map, which is a big long hallway. I need to get back to playing Kingdom Hearts. It's been too long since I've sat down and played through the entire series. I started it last year because a friend kind of wanted to see what it was about. I need to finish it. Of course, I need to finish Final Fantasy VII first. That is a much smaller game to get into when compared to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 game chain or whatever for Kingdom Hearts I'd have to do. 1, Birth by Sleep. 1, Birth by Sleep. Chain of Memories. 2, Dream Drop Distance. The Fraction game does not have a PlayStation port. 3, 2.8. No, not 2.8. 2.5. The Aqua Story. That's 8. Melody of Memory, which I don't own and will not own because I suck at rhythm games, and that is a big that is a big mess waiting to happen. I don't know. Don't remember enough about it to remember how many people got like copyright strikes while playing it. Cause I got a freaking copyright warning about 2 of the songs just playing regular Kingdom Hearts. Oh, these 2 songs have a copyright. You're not in trouble. We're just letting you know. It's like it's a video game. It's like, unless I'm gonna turn the background music all the way down and listen to lo-fi in the background while I play, which I've done plenty before with Pokemon, it's like, no. It's like, look, this isn't a Pokemon game. I'm not gonna sit here and be playing this game for 5, 6, 700 hours, however long it takes me to get everything I need in it, plus just mess around time. It's like I'm gonna play this game for maybe 60 hours at the most, not counting that one hard playthrough on my PlayStation 2 I never finished, technically. I was working on beating Sephiroth. He kept kicking my butt, and I was gathering items to increase Sora's strength and defense and stuff. If I can ever get my PlayStation 2 fixed. Get my PlayStation 2 fixed, I'll have to check out. No, I don't want to leave. I'm not finished. I'll have to check out that save file. So when it came to Kingdom Hearts 2, that was the first one where they offered an easy option. And I was doing it a bit more for the story, so I did the easy option at first. And then I went through and beat the biggest majority of the side quests and the boss fights and everything on easy. And then I went through and did it on normal. And then I went through and did it on hard, and I think Sephiroth was like the biggest thing I had not yet done in that game. I had done just about everything else, except for a few of the time trial challenges. Definitely need to sit down and replay some Kingdom Hearts. Maybe eventually go through and try to get all the Aqua outfit stuff unlocked. That'd be kind of fun. 100% fragmentary passage. While I spend the next 3 years waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4. Nomura, Papa Nomura, please. I know you're busy with Installment 3 of Remake, but please, news this year would be very much appreciated. It doesn't have to come out until after the third installment of Remake, which I think they said might release next year if it continues going as smoothly as it has been. But come on, guys. I waited 13 years between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. Please don't do it a repeat between 3 and 4. Thank you! Dad's letting stuff out. But just at some point in the future, I'm gonna sit down and finish playing Kingdom Hearts 1, and then we're just gonna do a Kingdom Hearts game marathon to an extent with a little bit of Pokemon stuff thrown in between, I think. Hi, monkeys. We need one of the Pokemon games with enough of the monkeys in it to make a team. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 monkey Pokemon? I'm counting Oranguru and Passimian in these because they are technically apes of some sort. I feel like I'm forgetting one. I don't think I am, though. Mankey Line, Apom Line, Chimchar, in its line. Chimchar in its line, Pansage, Panpour, Pansear, Rookie, and Oranguru and Passimian. you wanna be orange? No, actually, I can think of a very good reason to not be orange. Do you think the people who do like the spray tans do you think they ever get that stuff like in their mouth? I want to know how nasty it tastes. Also, I want to know what's in it that makes them turn orange. I mean, it's supposed to be a bronzer of some sort, isn't it? Does it just never not agree with their skin tone? Is there some sort of chemical reaction that's just not taking place that turns them orange? Or maybe it's just a cheap bronzer? I should pop up to that roof here in a minute and check for shinies. I'll circle around here in a second and do that actually. Because it can't hurt. And it's not like I don't have the time. I do not actually know if my spot down there reaches up here. Yeah, it should, at least a little bit. Just Kingdom Hearts eventually, and also finishing Final Fantasy VII because I started it before Rebirth came out, and replaying Remake. And if I can get lucky enough to get Rebirth either on my computer or maybe eventually on Switch 2, play Rebirth. Heard there's a chance that the third game launch could actually be multi-platform. And I kind of hope it is. Because if it is definitely a game that, as long as I had a system that could handle it, or it had a mode that was, like, not gonna kill my computer running, I would be more than happy to get the third installment upon release and play it. For Rebirth, I watched a mixture of Maximilian Dude playing it in the evenings, and found someone who posted a straightforward playthrough where they went through and did more or less just the story beats of the game and recorded it, and that was a 24-hour video. It took me 2 days to watch. And that was a couple of days after the game came out, and Max had streamed 20 hours. Hold on, I'm pulling off my socks because my feet are getting kind of hot. Oh. The new Monster Hunter Story game comes out next month too, I think. I do actually have that one on my wish list on Steam, but I won't have the money for it for a little bit. Sadly. Because I do adore me some monsties. And they're just kind of fun to play. I never did finish getting all of my eggs in the first and second games. I got fairly close, at least in the first one. I legit had just like 3 or 4 monsters I think I was still looking for. I have a list somewhere that has a list of the eggs I still needed to find and hatch. Might have to eventually try and do a 100% run on some games. Not necessarily Pokemon games, because I don't know if most of them have an official 100% you could do. Probably. Oh, excuse me. Need to sit down and replay through the Slime Rancher games as well. Because I did Slime Rancher 2 just, you know, as it came out in a pre-release. So I'd like to sit down eventually and do a complete, more or less consecutive, you know, sit down and do this area a day, sit down the next day, do that area. Do a consecutive playthrough instead of it being once every 5 or 6 months I pick up the game to play it. Gotta be the electric heater. Bum, 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 bum. Guys, we're 35.5 hours away from the Pokemon Presents. Blow my nose real fast. Oh. Yes, let's knock my light and everything askew here. There we go. Sorry about that. Having one of those moments where it feels like you just really need to blow your nose. I'm half surprised I've not been attacked yet. The kitten is laying on the bed all sprawled out asleep, and usually in the evenings he likes to come and plop down in my lap for a little bit. He hasn't so far this evening, which is I'm kind of thankful for, because he likes jabbing me in the side and in the legs with his claws. Not on purpose, just my he's bigger than he was when we first got him, and he got really used to being able to flop down in my lap in my chair and just fit. Now he's bigger and he doesn't fit. At least not as well. No shiny monkey? I'd say it should be close to odds, but I'm probably not. I have no idea how many times I have gone back and forth. But it should be in the hundreds at least by a few. 6, because I'm getting like 15-ish, 12-ish respawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 6 over there, so 12? Okay, yeah. I should be a couple hundred in then. Which, if I get it, I get it. That'd be awesome. But if I don't, it's also, you know, no big deal. Just something I need, and it's a bit easier to shiny hunt in the hyperspace. Monkeys. None of you probably know this show. Well, a few of you might, just depending on how old you are. When I was younger, there was a cartoon called Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. The sudden desire I just had to sit down and, like, hop watch that show. And by hop watching, I mean, rewatching my favorite episodes. I might have to do that. It wasn't a bad show, it was actually kind of fun. But they never got a last season for it, which made me kind of sad. That was a... ABC Family cartoon? I think it's Freeform now. So that channel's only gone through 16 name changes over the past 20 odd years. But I want to say it was one of Freeform's Saturday/Sunday morning cartoons. And then I think it played on Disney for a little bit. But look it up on YouTube. You should be able to watch some of the episodes, because I don't think it was ever really big enough for that to be one of the ones where they were like super strict about striking down the episodes. I know last time I got in the hankering to watch it, I could watch just about all of them on YouTube. That's fun. If we ever get a Pokemon game where I can get all the monkeys in it, I might have to do a team based around that. Still no orange monkey. Oh, I gotta name my Latios. I got shiny Latios last night, and I shared a picture with some friends, and one of them posted underneath the picture Minty Fresh, because his coloring apparently just makes everyone think of toothpaste. I want to call him Toothpaste. It's funny though, because he's not the only Pokemon that's like minty colored. Because shiny Panpour is kind of the aqua-y tip color too, and it don't make me think of toothpaste. But for whatever reason, shiny Latios is just like, ah yes, a tube of toothpaste. Oh look! Monkey! Got a shiny monkey! Nice! He needs evolved, so I'm gonna put him in just there for now. Alright. And just for the heck of it, go check the top of the building. Because I don't think anything else should have been in spawn range, except for maybe anything on the other side there. Which, I'll go check that in a moment as well, but I want to check down here first. there's an item ball down there. Okay, I'll have to remember that in a minute. Oh, there's one up here too. I've missed a couple. Okay. Which isn't horribly surprising. There's probably one over, yep, over there I didn't get. But I don't generally get the ones over there. It is a pain in the butt sometimes to get over here. Thank you, Aromatisse. Feel bad for the people in Lumio City who live on like the top floor of the buildings and have to listen to us clunking around the buildings all day in our shoes. Guess what? You're at an angle. When all else fails, get you a Pokemon with a distance move because they come in real handy. Alright. Back to Lumiose. I hated this load screen when it first started. Because of course the game came out in the evening. Or the DLC came out in the evening. Which meant I'm sitting in my dark bedroom playing this game and getting blinded when that comes on. It's like, ow! Excuse me. Whose bright idea was it to put a brightly colored circle in a dark screen? Alright, back to this. And then when the sun comes up, we'll check the new zones and go do Aerodactyl reviving for Alpha Aerodactyl. Oh, I don't have to come all the way down here anymore. Dang, that's gonna be weird. I've been doing that for like 2.5, 3, almost 3 months now. It has been my route, up here and around and then down the pathway and to the monkeys down the street. Be weird not having to do it. Which I guess I could still run down to the next zone so I can check if there's anything shiny spawned in there. Give me enough distance to make sure everything up here despawns as well. I'll have to remember to mark Semi-Seer. I keep wanting to call him Semi-Sage. I guess probably because that's the first monkey in the trio, but Semi-Seer off my list in a bit, actually. Hold on. I forgot that shiny was there. Mark you off the list, my dude. He's such a sad shiny. They should have kept him orange and done the inside of his ears red. For anyone with an Android, or I don't know if they have this for iPhones or not, but Datadex is what I use to mark off my the shiny Pokemon I'm hunting and stuff. They have a team builder and all sorts of nifty stuff. You do need a subscription for some of it. I paid for it. We've spent like $3, God, probably 5 or 6 years ago now, to just get the best version of it, because they had a free version and then they had a $3 one or so you could pay for, and it like gave you a bunch of extra stuff. And I was using it so much to that point I was like, oh, just pay the extra stuff. But now it's like subscription based. I think it's like, I don't know, $5 a year or something. I had to download it under a different account to check and be able to tell you guys. At some point in time, I'm gonna have to start doing battle royale battles again. I need another Sachet and another Whipped Dream. To evolve a couple of shinies. Eventually, I'm gonna have to poke my head in there and find a shiny Punkaboo. Kangaskhan's. Don't one of you want to be gray yet? I've gotten like 7 or 8 shiny Furfrou from this area so far. 2, I want to say at least 2 shiny Audino. By now, I should have run into a shiny Kangaskhan. And a couple of shiny Eevee as well. And funny, I was talking to Mama Blue one day and she goes, "You have an extra Eevee, is it a girl?" And I hopped on and checked because I couldn't remember. I said, "Nope, it's a boy." She goes, "Dang it." She goes, "You get a female Eevee, let me know." I said, "Alright." I said, "I warn you though, you know, the spawn rate for females is low, so I can't guarantee." And the next shiny I found was a shiny female Eevee. Like, well, 45 minutes later, here you go. Hi, Eevee. Having a small nostalgia moment for Legends Arceus. When you do the Clefairy research thing, and it's just the Clefairy dancing under the moon. That is such a cute little scene. That Haunter very much looked like it was considering eating that Shuppet. Was scrolling through shorts the other day, and hit one of those one that's covering the leaks/rumors for Generation 10. And they're like, only 100 new Pokemon in Gen 10. It's like, no. Like, look, you don't have to do 150 new Pokemon in Gen 10. As much as I would love that, you can't do that anyways because, well, you can do that, but, most games have a base dex of 400 now, so, you know. But it's like, no, this is Gen 10. They need to go all out a little bit. Like, 100's not a bad number, but give us, like, 100 new Pokemon, but then supplement that with a handful of new convergent Pokemon and a handful of new regional variants. Please, I do not need to be down here. Like, I don't want a smallish Pokedex. If you really want to be smart about it, give us 125 and get us up to 1,150. Or thereabouts. That'd actually be kind of funny. Game Freak. I know it's probably too late to say this. Game Freak, do that! Let Gen 10 get us to 100,150 Pokemon. One check, and then we will I'll pop over to do the Aerodactyl fossils. Excuse me. Hi, Eevee. I haven't been dropping any frames or anything, have I? Ooh, a little bit. It's gotta be Twitch. Twitch has been really, janky for some reason. It's not horrible for you guys, is it? I'll have to adjust my bitrate again, I guess. For whatever reason, I was perfectly fine bitrate for, streaming. And I don't know if something's got an update or what, but now it's like, oh, your bitrate's too high. And it's like, it hasn't been for like the past 2 years. I'll have to adjust that. Save when you get in, before you talk to the dude. Nope, I just need the second floor. Ding! Save. There we go. So has anyone else noticed that the hyperspace wild zone counter thing is really weird? Like, it has me at 118 done, but I have done way more than 118. I hate the white flashy screen. Why do they do that to me? You guys are so mean. Makes me think of school. We need to be watching a video or a movie or something in class, and your period would end, and instead of just leaving the light off, they flip the light on, and like everybody in the classroom is groaning because their eyes were open and now it's bright in the classroom. Had one of those classrooms that was completely indoors, so the only windows, you know, to any sort of outside were the ones leading out into the hall. So it'd get really, really dark in there when you're watching movies. Leaving the classroom, it's like, blind afterwards. Watched one movie in Chemistry 2, I think, senior year. And we had a sub that day. So it's just some like 30-45 minute little thing with that came with a worksheet. And it was so boring. Like half the class was asleep by the time it was finished. Like there was legit someone behind me, you could hear their head thunking into their desk. See, we locked our English teacher in a storage closet once. Because she's one of the teachers who had one of the bigger closets in her classroom and not just like one of the little ones. And we weren't actually on class time. We were like in a little study period we had because fourth fourth or fifth period fourth period was 2 hours long because it included lunch. And we had second lunch, so the first 30 minutes of the class was just a study period. And she went in there to get something, and someone reached in and pulled the door closed. And, we didn't turn the light off or anything, but we were passing notes underneath the door, and it's like, movie day, or we don't let you out. Hear the teacher sitting in the closet laughing too, and we just had a fun, like, little 5-minute period of time where we were just passing notes under the door. I don't remember if we gave her a pen or a pencil so she could reply, but she had something in there with her. She could write replies to us. Let her out and everyone was laughing. She just kind of rolling her eyes at us for being stupid. Yeah, she's a good teacher. We did vocabulary words once a week, and it had 2 boys in our class. Every week it was a back and forth, like, World of Warcraft war between the two with their definitions, and they managed to do it all year. That was funny. And she said that the year before us, she'd had a girl in her class that every sentence she did revolved around Oprah. But kudos to the people who are steadfast enough to keep doing that theme. I want to say high school for me was about the point in time where manga and stuff it had been out for a few years, but it still wasn't quite as popular as it would get a few years later. And we get a box in class one day, and it's new copies of Lord of the Flies. And a teacher had a couple of students going through them just to make sure, hey, let me know all these books have all their pages, make sure none of them were, like, torn or anything damaged when they were being printed. And they got to one copy, and the guy who's looking in it pauses and flips it over, and the cover of this book had been put on upside down and backwards, and he writes down a number on it, looks up at me, and he goes, "Here." It's like, but I read manga, so I get the upside down and backwards book, and he goes, "Yes," and it's like, okay. So my copy of Lord of the Flies was upside down and backwards, and I got a handful of confused looks for that, and it was fantastic. But also, we read, like, Jane Eyre and Dorian Gray and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and we got to watch League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, like, towards the end of the year, and had a fairly good time of it. My foot's going to sleep, so it's time to shift around and talk to this dude 20 more times. I hope you get paid good money for reviving fossil Pokemon for people. I forgot he had a name. I guess it's better than the Fossil dude in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, who I've been calling Dr. Fossil. He doesn't have a name. That's such a funny thing in video games. I love, though, that so many, like, games now are giving side characters and stuff names. is fantastic. Yes, give this random person in this game a name for you to add on to the lore and stuff. And I was laughing with a friend. And yes, I'm gonna go back to Final Fantasy for a moment, but we were playing Final Fantasy. Well, I was watching, she was playing because she had Final Fantasy Rebirth. And if you know anything about Final Fantasy VII, there's a character there called Zack. And you meet his parents in game. And we're thinking, oh, okay, you know, we got names for everyone else's parents and all this stuff. And it's like, we're going to get names for Zack's parents. Because I love knowing main character parent names. Just, like I said, because it adds so much to the lore. And his parents are just Mr. and Mrs. Fair. And it's like, really? It's like, really? Like every other character you named in the series, you're keeping his parents without names. It's like, please. Which I guess makes sense from a character standpoint, because you're going to call them Mr. and Mrs. Fair. But it's like, you've given so many other people with lesser ties to, like, characters in the story's names, but you won't give them names. The ladybug. Like, Square, please. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe in the third game we get names for the parents. And, like, I know in Pokemon games you get names for the professors and, like, side characters and others, and I don't think you ever technically get, like, your mom's name. Which I guess makes sense in a way, but usually the parents are generally named if they show up in the anime, so you get the parents' name eventually. At least you did it with Ash. I don't know if you get... Well, no, because with Liko and them, you don't get the main characters. You don't get, like, Victor and, Victor is Victoria? I can't remember the actual name for the main protagonist in Scarlet and Violet. But, usually because they would be companions with Ash, generally, you'd get their parents' names, or at least, like, one of the parents' names. Because parent names are gonna go by the wayside from now on. Did a little contest in a old Facebook group. God, probably, I want to say before Sun and Moon came out. And sometimes it was, hey, guess the number. Hey, guess how many things are in this picture. Hey, answer this question and we'll pick somebody out of the people who get it right. And on occasion it was creative things. And it's like, one of them was, give us a creative explanation for, you know, where Gary's parents are. And if, in the anime. And I think the, like, 3 or 4 people who did something for this, me included, are all like, his parents are dead. He lives with his grandpa. And I had a dude in the comments underneath who had the Gary Oak name in Facebook, which you could change your name all willy-nilly then, so it didn't much matter. But he was, like, all offended. Got a good chuckle out of that. Do. I'll have to go outside to let him out of the Pokeball when I get him big. See how big Alpha Aerodactyl is. Alpha Pokemon just need to stay a thing always. Which, if they're just gonna, you know, spread out Legends games every 3-ish, 4-ish years or so, you know, for between, maybe possible remakes of some of the older games eventually, and new gens and whatnot. I wouldn't complain. Like I said the other day, heck, give me a Legends Kanto, just make it a good story. I think that's most people's beef with the new Kanto. When we get another Kanto game, it's just a rehash of the same story. We want something brand new. Dinosaurs. Okay, I am out of old ambers. Oh. There he is. Okay, that was another fast one. That was only 22, 28. That was only 30. Nice. Swap out one dinosaur for another real fast. I love it. Love me a big dinosaur. I need to evolve you into a Meganium. I'll finish leveling it up here in a moment. Baby. Should just be level 32, I think. Yeah, there we go. Because it's 36 for most of the other ones. 32 for this one. I know. Alright, night, love you too. Alright. Dinosaur. Rawr. That's one of my favorite video formats is you get people and they're like have their pets out or something and they're dressed as dinosaurs and they go, dinosaur. Rawr. I was doing that while cooking dinner earlier. Me and my I got a bag of dinosaur chicken nuggets the other day because me and my sister had been cracking jokes about dino nuggets, so we finally just bought us a bag and so we did those for dinner tonight. I'm standing there, dinosaur. We're just laughing at each other. Alright. Confuse myself for a moment. And that's Meganium. Yes, I do have to do these one at a time because unless they're like side by side, if I'm not mistaken, they don't fit. That's Furfrou. And then oh, they were side by side. Okay, Aerodactyl went in front. And then once I get my last Furfrou, I will shift all of these around so I can stick the regionals in. I also want to get the Alpha Avalugg I still need. The Hisuian Avalugg. Let me pull up my thing real fast so I know where exactly Frigibax goes. Which I think it's more or less on the end. Not quite. Okay, after the Tatsus. Oh, I can do both of these. I'll get over to it, and I won't be able to do both of them. Watch. Oh, there we go. I'm getting there. Porygon Z, which I just need to evolve. Then the Rotoms. Excalibur. The NDDs. Armor Rouge. And I think that's it. And Hisuian Avalugg. Actually, I think Hisuian Avalugg is the only Hisuian one I'm missing. Save this real fast. We had a time thing. Did I check the Ghost Dark? I do need to hunt for another Alolan Meowth. But that one's a regular enough pop-up. I don't feel bad about like missing it. This is Virizion. We will be doing this one after I do my leaf green stuff. Indeedy! Finally! Okay, I need to go make another donut. So that's like maybe the second or third Indeedee I've seen in hyperspace. Because I kept missing it. And yes, this will be one of the ones where I might possibly save Scum to try and get both of the alphas, because this has been such an annoying one to get to come in. I might get the last of my oh, that's gonna be fun. Almost the last of my special skin wormholes done. Let's see, I want sweet. That's 10. Okay, that is enough. I want 1 or 2 to add some length. Oh, is it gonna end up... Oh, no, it's pink. Okay. I'm hoping for an alpha power. Oh, that works. And a sparkling power, which... I think it was a 3, so that probably will get us a shiny Pokemon, but it won't boost shiny odds for that. In general, other than that one. Okay, I have that. Let's go over here to the Pokemon Center and save real fast, just in case. I feel like I have ladybugs crawling all over my head. I did, it was either earlier today or yesterday, I reached up his back of my head and like a ladybug fell out of my hair. I hate them. They come in and fall and you don't get rid of them until, frickin' like spring. How am I doing on... Okay, still 300 something Ultra Balls. Thank you. Ooh, I should come back here at a later point and do the Genesect side quest. I still need to do the Marshadow one too. And I want to say there's a couple more. Oh. Actually, no, that might be about it. It might be Genesect and Marshadow. Surely 19 minutes will do. No, there might be one more I have to do, because... Oh, Zoroark. Okay, yeah, there's some of the recipe ones and stuff. Me just standing there like an idiot for a minute. Oh, look, catch Indeedee. Catch alpha Pokemon. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that here. I'm not gonna do that to my poor Pangoro. See if I can eke by the Pidgeotto here. Okay, that worked. And sometimes, yes, there's one down here. Okay, for half a second, the way that was lit up, it looked like there was a shiny Pidgey. That is Bunnelby. Ah, here we go. Oh. Lovely. I need one of these for a quest. It's gonna be that kind of Pokemon. Okay. Okay, there we go. Because I gotta hop back and forth either way to get the alphas. So that's no big deal that I didn't get them just right away. Just absolutely that moment. Because I have to catch another one either way. You idiot. And I do have Alpha 2 power, so it shouldn't take me long, hopefully, to get these as alphas. Oh, look. That is female. Love to be able to get you kind of by yourself. You missed! Okay. Tasks are only technically complete. I have a Mel and Didi to get. Which I'll get to that in a second. I'm not super worried about being able to get an alpha Mel unless my unless my luck is just that bad. I'm back. I should save. I don't know why, it just saved my progress for me. Oh well. Oh, I need to check in the mall after I finish with this. There's usually another, usually a Pokeball in there. Oh. Oh, Oh, there we go. Okay, I was about to say, really? For half a second, I thought they were all females. But they are not. Oh, wait. I can beam you. Excuse me, good sirs. Oh, you're a female. I apologize. Excuse me. This NDD's gonna knock my butt out. And now it's running away to regain health. Oh! Okay, that works. They still KO 2 of my Pokemon, though. I put everything I need to kind of sort somewhere else into box 1. Was it just one NDD I needed for that mission? A Galleon NDD. Give an NDD to the requester. Okay. No, just a regular NDD. Alright. It doesn't say anything about needing a male or a female one. Oh, I should catch an extra for Mama. She likes NDD too. She's not going to be worried about having an alpha one, but I would like to catch her a female NDD. Or just an NDD in general. Oh, you're coming after me. Hey! There we go. I can't remember if she has had a male or a female one on her team. I think she had a female. You can sell Gimme Gold coins, just so you know. I mean, you don't get like an absolute ton for them, but you get an okay bit of money. turn around real fast. Check and be sure I didn't get weirdly lucky and end up with a shiny. Which I probably didn't, but I've got plenty of time to check. Giant bird. Got stuck against the wall. Dang camera angles. Oh! Oh, I missed one. Oh, I missed two! Shame! Always use the extra berries. Oh. Alright. Back to the regular world we go. Oh, and I guess I can clear out Aerodactyl and Tyrant, as well as the Indeedis. The only alpha I have left I can hunt for right now is Shiny Furfrou. I should go fill in. Let's go give this dude his Indeedee. It only took me like a month and a half, dude. I'm sorry. They just did not spawn that much. Oh, do I get to have one? I didn't realize there'd be a little cutscene. Cute. Oh, Jesus. That is a cheese wheel. Good sir, that is a cake. You can feed a group of people with that cake. Take that to a Jacinth for whatever parties. So I just noticed the little triangle marks kind of around his nose that kind of make him look like he has glasses. Thank you for the big nugget, dude. Well, we don't want to get to keep one of your super things? That would have been kind of funny. His cry sounds like a doorbell. I don't even mean that in like a mean way or anything. His cry legit kind of sounds a little bit like a doorbell. Hi, Drumpa. How many more furfru do I need for this area other than the two? Hold on, I have it. Okay, it is just two, well, three regular furfru because I have a friend who wants one. Oh no, wait, the third, I'm doing that one in hyperspace. So, it could be closer to proper level for her, but, I need two more furfru and then a shiny alpha furfru. And then I will have all of these shiny alpha furfru forms. Shiny alpha. The shiny alpha furfru forms. I still need Lorraine and Pharaoh or something, I think. Whichever one is before the Pharaoh trim. And then my alpha furfru, which, look, I had to shiny hunt so many of these, I might as well shiny hunt at least one alpha. Little line on my screen. Little bit of line tearing. Page screen tearing. If I could figure out how to get you to go away. I've looked it up and adjusted it and stuff, and it just likes being persistent. But I guess if that's the worst sin my screen does, other than my bitrate now being funky, I guess I could be worse off. Also, I will very much try and fix whatever is going on with the bitrate on my streaming stuff. Because for some reason, it, like I said, I think it's Twitch more than YouTube that is having to fight with my bitrate now, when I had it set to something that it would have been perfectly fine with for like almost 2 years. Oh, fog! Screw fog! I hate fog in Pokemon games. Fog is the worst. Where is my bird with the fog? Do 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 do. I know I can fly out of this area and reset it that way, but I don't see much of a point. With as many times as I've been through here, I think by now the one in the middle would have been shiny. I think I'll give it a day and a night cycle, see what I find or don't find, and that'll probably be it for this tonight. So I'll stream for another 20-30 minutes. A little more maybe. I don't know, the day and night cycles in this game aren't exactly even. The night cycle is shorter, not like a ton shorter, but a few minutes shorter. So I think how I will do hunting from like this point on is a day and night cycle checking for Alpha Furfru and Shiny Kangaskhan. And then I will make me a list of what shinies I still need from like hyperspace. I don't need to go down here anymore. Um, and then I will do a complete day-night cycle for Alpha Furfru and Shiny Kangaskhan, and then I'll pop into a hyperspace. I keep wanting to call it a distortion, which I guess to a point it is, but and then I'll hop into a hyperspace if I can find a good one, and do one of those. Shiny hunt a Pokemon I need from that. Provided one is available, because a lot of what I need from the hyperspace ones are the ones added with the DLC. Things like Alolan Meowth, Nixit. I need 2 of those. I need a Galarian Farfetch'd. Kecleon if it pops up. Can't think of anything else off of the top of my head, and I don't know why. I don't need to be coming down this way. Ooh. And then some of the things that are harder to hunt just here in the overworld. Helioptile maybe, Pinsir, Absol, Mawile. Those are rooftop hunts, which is the biggest part of what makes them kind of annoyingly difficult. But I'll rotate through hunting here and then doing like a little bit of hyperspace hunting. I can't guarantee every single one will end up being like 40 minutes like the one I had for Pansear. Why I'm getting my monkeys confused so much today, I do not know. And I'll take a day eventually, and I'll do my best to catch up on getting side quests and stuff finished. Doing some more of the legendary Pokemon. Doing some of the Mega Evolution stuff I've just been kind of ignoring. And doing some of the ZA Royale. Ooh, I need to do my rank matches so I can get Mega Stones. Because I need Baxcalibur and Sceptile, and I think what Blaziken's the new one they're doing in the next couple of days. So I can get those. I let them kind of pile up just because they have it to where, you know, you can get the 3 at a time, and I didn't see a point in having to go all the way to rank whatever to get the new one every time. So I've just kind of let them stack up a little bit. I still need to fight Karina. Get the Lucario White Z. And of course, like I said, Friday I'll be starting a Leaf Green Nuzlocke, which I wanted to do a shiny lock originally, but with Virizion in my thing ready to be hunted more or less, I think I'm just gonna do a regular one for now, and then once I've gotten a big majority of the shinies from ZA and stuff finished and whatnot, I will consider doing that, because I'm thinking about maybe making it difficult in hunting Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Mewtwo in Leaf Green. I need to I need to hunt them in either that or Let's Go Pikachu, either way. Oh, wait, I need to check and see if I need to, because I'm gonna have to replay Let's Go Pikachu possibly anyway for Pokemon Home Dex completion, so I can get Shiny Meltan. Because ain't no way I'm slogging through Pokemon Go for Shiny Meltan. An easy thing that would not be, especially considering I think it's been said that they can turn the shiny odds for him on and off, which means that sometimes you can get him shiny for certain things, but the rest of the time you can't. Meltan is such a weird Pokemon. I should, at some later point, check my rooftop spawns, because I haven't in a while. I forget about them, honestly. Hi, Kangaskhan. But I am debating on if I kind of want to do a theme to my Leaf Green Nuzlocke. Because I've kind of always wanted to do a team a little bit based on Paper Mario characters. The original one for the N64. Blastoise named Cooper. Paris named Gumbario. Ghastly named Bo. Pidgey or Spearow or something named Parakarry. Goldeen, Seeking, or maybe a Vaporeon named Sushi. But that would be not be enough names to actually no, there might be enough names in to cover. I might have to look into that. Do Paper Mario themed names for it. That or it's gonna end up a smattering of video game names, because I'm very tempted to make Squirtle my starter. I'm gonna do a spin wheel for my starter, but if I get a Squirtle, it might have to be named Barrett. Just for the fun of it. But I figure it will be general Nuzlocke rules, of course. Pokemon faints, it dies, nickname, everything. I might have a dupes clause, to where if I get a duplicate Pokemon on a route, I don't need to be here, a route, I can get one more roll and get a second chance to not get a duplicate, but whatever the second Pokemon is, I have to catch it either way. Just to help with areas that have, like, because Pidgey and like Rattata and stuff can be such a common spawn in the first areas. Sometimes it seems like that's all you get. I have to level cap myself too, otherwise I will definitely end up over leveling. It'll probably be gym leader level cap. So I want to say Brock's Pokemon are like level, what is Onyx is 14 or 15 I think, so like 15 would be the level cap for my Pokemon. It's gonna be a nightmare getting anywhere in this city at night. Like, daytime is bad enough with the wild zones. Can you imagine how much worse it is at night when 2 to 3 areas in the city are just invaded by trainers who want to battle you even if you're not a trainer? They're ready to just mob you and not give you a chance to let them know that you're not a trainer. Have to take alternate routes everywhere. This is a good thing the Pokemon world only has like 2 hospitals. I don't know, I take that back, it might be 1. I can only ever remember a hospital being referenced in 1 episode, and that is literally the episode in like the first season where they're helping the doctor in the hospital treat Pokemon because there's overflow from a car wreck at the Pokemon Center. Also, how poor was that hospital in the Pokemon anime that had 1 doctor in it? I can't say if it was a hospital or a doctor's office. It might have been a doctor's office. And then we had a couple of other kind of helping out the Nurse Joy episodes in Pokemon. Excuse me. Come on, game. Don't you want to give me at least 1 more shiny before I get off for the night? I got 2 yesterday. And my first 2, junk hyperspace portals. Just going in to, like, collect berries and stuff. I got 2 shinies from those. Have to go all the way around. I like doing this and checking on the Gourgeist as well, because while I do intend to just hunt for Pumpkaboo or Gourgeist or whichever one ends up shiny first, you never know, because I did actually find a shiny Gourgeist there for the alpha. I traded it to Mama Blueberry because Gourgeist is one of her favorite Pokemon. Do 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 do. Oh, hold on. I don't need to come down here anymore, but when I'm running around checking monkeys, Pokemon do spawn right here. So every once in a while I like poking my head in and seeing if anything spawned while I was doing the big circle. I've actually found a shiny or 2 that way. I want to say I got an Arbok and like a Ghastly. Look teal for half a second. Kind of like that little alleyway area up there that I checked earlier, and there was a shiny Patrat there. Don't forget to check that little alleyway on occasion, guys. Otherwise, eventually you'll go close to it and there will be a shiny there, and you will not be able to find it for like 5 minutes. What happened to me the first time that happened is I could hear the shiny noise, and I thought it was in this area here, and could not understand why I couldn't find the shiny Pokemon. Then on my 3rd or 4th run through trying to find the shiny, I tilted my camera just right to catch the sparkle in the little alleyway there. Eventually need to pop up and check the Larvitar and stuff on the roof. Eventually, Kangaskhan's, one of you is gonna be shiny. Because I have come through here enough times to get 8 shiny Furfrou, but somehow none of the Kangaskhan are ever shiny. I am so over odds for a Kangaskhan. Look at all them big pumpkins. Oh, she wants in. I don't trust her. I don't trust her to be at the door when I get up to go let her in. I'm gonna make her wait 2 minutes. I'm gonna be a horrible dog mom and make her wait outside. It's the right kind of weather. She likes to ding-dong ditch me. And that she thinks she's ready to come in. She thumps the door. We think she's ready to come in. We get up and to go let her in. And we open the front door and she's halfway across the yard again. So I'm gonna give her like 2 more runaround checks here. And then I'll go let her in. Because she should be about ready to come in for a drink, if nothing else. Well, I just had a thought. Okay, Pikachu from Pokopia. I've made a comment before that I would love to see that become an actual Pokemon. Moslax as well. Probably not... Excuse me. Probably not quite Professor Tangrowth, because I feel like that one's a bit more of a gimmick. But, I wonder what color they would do a shiny Pikachu. Because it's already white. Maybe a blue? Pikachu's adorable. If I could ever get a plush of it, I might have to. Apparently Pokopia is really good. I didn't watch the treehouse they did for it yesterday. I figure I'll end up watching someone on YouTube play it. Maybe Austin John if he decides to stream some of it. Might end up being John Stone. Because I won't be able to play it myself until I can get a Switch 2, which probably won't be anytime soon. One of those things I can maybe, with a lot of luck, manage it by November for the new Pokemon game. Maybe, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay, everything has respawned. Hi, Drampa. Check my things here in a moment. I don't need to check for Indeedee anymore. But I'll see what I have. Duh. Maybe make a mental note for one to hunt tomorrow. Am I still dropping major frames? Yeah, still dropping major frames. But that's only about 1% of frames, it says. Less than 1%. Wrong button. I need a Pancham. Don't need anything from that one. Don't need anything from that one. That one's no-go. I need a shiny... I still need 2 shiny Vanillite. Nothing from that one. Oh, I need Honedge. I need shiny Honedge. I need 3 shiny Honedge. Honedge might be a must-do tomorrow when we start. And I do technically need another shiny Slurpuff, but I would wait for a lower leveled area for that one. Okay. Gonna go ahead and mark that one, and then tomorrow I'll go make a handful of OK Donuts. And then when I start streaming tomorrow, I'll do the Honedge hunt before popping back to this one for a little bit. Yes, I want to do another round real fast. I was supposed to let Stella in a minute or two ago, but she's not thumped the door again yet, so she should be okay. Alright guys, thank you for joining me this evening once again. I will be back tomorrow evening, same time, provided no shenaniganery happens. You know how it goes, some evenings are good for streaming, some evenings just aren't, even though I wish most evenings were good for it. I hope you all have a good evening and a good sleep, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Well, I will be doing some more shiny hunting because my alpha hunting is done for the time being. It's gonna take so long to get the last handful of alphas, I just know it. Alright, you guys have a nice evening. I will see you next time. Bye bye.